Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Shantae Half-Genie Hero from the Nintendo Wii U. This game was released on a bunch of different systems, but the only systems to get a physical version of this game was the Wii U, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita. So I have the Wii U version here in front of me that I'm going to go ahead and unbox for you guys now. So let's just go ahead and take a look and see what's inside. So as you can see already, you have Risky Beats Edition, means it comes with a soundtrack, which is really cool. And to me, I always love it when a game comes with a soundtrack, because if that music is really catchy and I want to listen to that, I usually go out and find the soundtrack right away. So here's the back of the box saying you save Sequel Land again, as this time around Shantae is doing a bunch of stuff. Actually, this story has her doing a lot of different things. And as you see here, you got the CD, again, includes 30 pieces from the game. You have some downloadable content here, which mainly means if you're a backer of the game and you get those download codes for things like, I heard, the Tinkerbat costume or like alternate skins, stuff like that. So that's probably what you'd mainly be using that for. And then you get the controls, which is mainly just the Wii U gamepad and then the Pro Controller. I wanted to play this game on the Wii U because I loved how Pirate's Curse played on the Wii U, because you look down on the gamepad and you can go ahead and see pretty much all your items there, the map, every single objective you need to do. Like, you can see basically everything on that gamepad, and it was super useful. And it made the game so fast-paced. And I'm hoping Half-Genie Hero on Wii U is somewhat similar, although with the dancing being mapped to a button, I don't know how useful the gamepad's going to be for item management this time around, but we'll see. So, got the seal off. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have inside. So, right away, you can already see the soundtrack and then the game, so let's just slide them both out and see what we have here. So, they put a little insert here to separate the two. That's pretty cool, although I'm not getting on camera that well. There you go. See, I do a great job when I can barely see the viewing lens of my camera to actually center things. So, this is it. This is the game. This is the soundtrack. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the soundtrack first. So, this is the Risky Beats, which is a pretty cool and unique name to call your soundtrack. And you got the back here having Shantae in the artwork. You got the company who published the game. XC Games is the one who published the physical version of Half-Genie Hero. So without them, we probably wouldn't have gotten a physical version. We probably wouldn't only gotten the digital copies. So I'm very happy that XC Games decided to step in and help out with this. They do a lot of publishing of like download games like this one I've seen. So Half-Genie Hero isn't just the first time that they've done something like this. And this seal is being kind of a pain right now. There we go, broke the seal. Sometimes when you're trying to open a package and the seal just doesn't break, it's the worst thing in the world to deal with. I just hate that so much, but we got it off, it's not a big deal. So this is a pretty thin box to use for the soundtrack, but it's probably everything for the music is probably just on one disc. That makes sense. Yeah, and here it is. So you got Shantae just waving at you, which is very cute. You got the game name, the Risky Beats thing as always, and then you have a full list of every single song in the game. So you got title, my favorite song, title, and then you have actual names for everything else, whether it be by like the actual name of the town, the area, or the official name of said song. So that's really cool. I'm definitely gonna rip the CD right away and put all these songs on my phone, because I listen to all my music on my phone, like while I'm driving or I'm at work. So I'm definitely gonna want to make a rip of this right away and download everything to my cell phone, because I'm definitely going to want to be listening to that in the car. So let's go ahead now and open the game. There's not going to be too much probably with the game to show off here, because the game's probably just going to be maybe a manual for lucky, because a lot of new games nowadays don't come with manuals, and then the game itself, the actual disc. So there's not going to be too much to talk about here. The reason why I'm doing this unboxing video to begin with is because I'm a pretty huge Shantae fan. I love the series, and I only started to play it last year in 2015. And I started with the director's cut version of Risky's Revenge. So that was a game that was originally released on the DSiWare, so I never really had a chance to play it, thanks to me not having a DSi. I only had a DS Lite at the time, and this corner is being a pain to come off. But I'll get to it eventually. So, I didn't have a chance to play the original Risky Beats, or Risky's Revenge. I'm saying Risky Beats because of the soundtrack. That's getting me distracted. So I played it on Steam, since I was picking up during the Steam sale. Heard great things about it. Played the game, fell in love with the series after that. I played Pirate's Curse not too long afterwards on the Wii U. Now we got that off, I'll continue. And then I also played the original Shantae on Game Boy Color on the 3DS Virtual Console. And I did enjoy it. It's dated, but at the same time, I still enjoyed the game. It was still very fun. But enough about that. Let's look at the game. So, we got a very nice artwork here on the disc. I know it's pretty simple because you just got this nice blue background that's fading to a darker color as you go up. And then Shantae's normal pose for the game, but I like it. It's pretty simple. I also like how this game is rated teen. Really, when it comes to the humor and everything that's going on in the game, the only reason where I find it needing to be rated teen is just the character design, and that's it. Because this game is pretty lighthearted, it can easily be rated E or even E10+. So now we also have the manual here, so let's take a look at that. So, got some nice artwork again that we've seen on the soundtrack of Scuttletown. And inside we actually have a table of contents, which is pretty nice to see. A lot of manuals don't normally do this, especially nowadays. So, you got Introduction to Sequel Land. You got your basic controls, you can play on the gamepad, all that good stuff. So, everything you kind of expect in the manual, you do get here. And they give you a rundown of like the basics of the game. And then they give you character descriptions, which I always like. So, I'm trying to see if there's a really good one to point out right away. Yeah, I like the one they put for Roddy Tops here, so let me get that better in focus. Roddy Tops is a free-spirited zombie. She's usually a bad influence, but tries hard to be a good friend when it serves her purposes. Because the thing with Roddy Tops is because she's a zombie, that kind of makes things complicated to be friends with humans, because, you know, you kind of want to eat flesh and brains and all that, so there's a lot of charm in these characters, and that's what I really do like about the Shantae series. And then here in the end, we just got some helpful tips, which these I'll probably end up reading through, just because a lot of these tips really do help your first time playthrough, although some of the things you can kind of imagine. Buy the Warp Dance, because it'll help you travel around. That I would probably buy right away. Secret transformations are hidden in Sequel Land. Kinda expected hidden things, so there's some things here you wouldn't really know about. At the same time, there are some things that are really helpful to know. So, yeah, this was a pretty nice manual. I'm glad that they made a full-fledged manual for this game, and not just your standard, here's your health and safety warning booklet, because that's normally what you get nowadays in a lot of games. So, going full out like this, very happy about that. But that is basically everything here for the physical version of Half-Genie Hero. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this game has a physical version on the Wii U, the PlayStation Vita, and the PlayStation 4. So if you wanted to pick up the physical version, get it on one of those systems. And if you do pick up the physical version, you're getting a copy of the soundtrack regardless. So I'm very happy I had that soundtrack because I've really been wanting to listen to the music. Before the game came out, I already listened to a lot of the songs via some rips that were found somewhere on the internet. I don't know where they came from, but I was glad they were out there regardless. Now I should mention, this game isn't just available on the Wii U, PlayStation 4, and Vita. This game is also available on the Xbox One and on the PC. So, if you don't have any of the systems I just mentioned for the physical version, but you do have an Xbox One or a computer that can play some games, then that's another great choice to pick up this game on. So, with that all said, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. There was some content here to look at, so this is what's included in the physical version of Half-Genie Hero. If you're interested, definitely worth picking this up. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and play some Half-Genie Hero on my Wii U. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.